Greetings, everyone. This is Worker. If you are live on the chat, let me know where is it that you're chatting from. Just send me a little hello. I know that I haven't been in this channel for quite some time now. My mother passed away due to COVID, so I had to take some time off for that, and I'm still grieving. But clarifying that one and putting that aside, I just wanted to focus on today's live streaming. I know that Facebook does not notify everyone on time, so I'm not going to start right away. I'm going to give a little time to everybody to log into your YouTube accounts. And in the meantime, I see a few people in the chat. Abstract Wellness, how are you? Fabiola, how are you? Thank you very much, Moon Directed. Thank you very much to all of you who did reach out to me to check in on me and to pay your condolences. I truly appreciate that. It meant a lot during this time for me and my family. Hi, Tanya. Thank you so much. Feel also fashion. So what has been happening, there's a lot of planetary movements, that, so to speak, the energy from 2020, it's still going on. Because remember, I very often say that in Chinese medicine, the beginning of the new year doesn't really start to kick in until February 4th. So for those of you who maybe felt like the energy of last year, it still is around, or you haven't been feeling really 2021 just yet, you are right. Hi, Jean. Thank you so much. And on January 28th, I also happen to have my birthday, which is going to happen again on a full moon. And I could be making another special video about the significance of having a birthday on a full moon. I'm going to do a separate video for it because I think that it's very interesting. And on top of that, I have a lot of my own experiences to share when my birthday did fall on a full moon. For those of you who are interested, I was also thinking of organizing another online webinar course to teach you guys how to clear energy. 2021 has been a very tough year for all of us. And this year, or at least the beginning of the year, it's still going to be tough because from what I'm getting from the Akashic Records, it is in the last 6 months of 2021 that things are going to start to get a little easier, or at the very least to make better sense. From February on, that's a good time now to start planning, because so far, no matter what you planned, it wasn't going to happen, or things didn't turn out as you planned. Now, at the beginning of February and on, the energies are going to be a little bit more permitting, so to speak, to also allow a little bit more room for the free will, because so far everything has been predetermined. And we just had to go with the flow. So for those of you who don't have any New Year's resolution yet, you weren't meant to be. So from February on, you can start to focus on a New Year's resolution, setting an intention, setting a goal, or focusing on a plan. And I have a little bit of an information here. The full moon on January 28, 2021 is going to fall on the zodiac sign of Leo. Of course, it's going to affect all of us. It's going to happen on a Thursday at 2:18 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it is called the Wolf Moon. And for those of you who understand astrology, the Leo Aquarius axis is going to be very much mostly affected. Now, I'm not going to focus on astrology because I'm not an astrologer. Now I'm going to focus to hear what the Akashic Records have to tell you, how this Leo full moon on January 28th will be. The purpose of this full moon, and I hope that I'm still live because I got a little bit of a notification there that the internet slowed down. So let me begin. The purpose of it, a lot of it has to deal with balance in your life. What is it that you would like to change, or maybe that you don't know that you need to change, so that you can regain focus, for you to regain balance with your inner world, with work, with life, in relationships, in finances, to get a better clarity to where is it that you're coming from. What are the burdens that you are carrying? Where is it that maybe you need to release some of the tension that maybe you are feeling? Where is it that you may need to release some of extra responsibilities because maybe at this point they could be too much for you to bear? Where is it that you need to release guilt? Where is it that you need to release anger? What is it that you have been carrying that is not allowing you to move forward? And it's going to give you a little sense of how life could be, in which direction your life could be going. For a lot of us, we need to pay attention to our dreams. Our dreams have been illuminated for quite some time, and it will still continue to be that way for at least the next 3 weeks. A lot of healing and a lot of important codes, more light has been downloaded on us while we are asleep. So no wonder a lot of people are saying that they still feel a little tired, or maybe you enjoy sleeping more than usual, or even having some problems with sleep issues. Sleeping seems to still be important. Allow yourself, the time and the space that you need to sleep, and to sleep properly. Some of you maybe still having a little bit of an issue with a very minor pressure in your head, ringing in your ears, or continuing to see and to notice certain repetitive signs. These could be repetitive numbers, the same song keeps playing over and over again, or is the same sign that it means something to you that you keep noticing because it's being repeated over and over. There are no coincidences. These repetitive signs are happening for you to let you know that your soul is once more transforming and transitioning, not only for you as an individual, but as a collective. Our souls, we are still in that transitioning towards accession, toward a dimension where we feel more connected, more united in our needs, in our desires, where we are trying to face our fears and our anger, because so far it hasn't brought you anything good in your life. For you to understand the aches and pains, the traumas that have made you feel fear, that have made you feel anger. For those of you who have experienced injustices, for those of you who have been abused, for those of you who felt that maybe you were underused. And I'm getting the sense that in many ways you are going to find other ways to have fun, other ways to enjoy your life, your everyday life. They're putting a lot of emphasis on how this full moon is going to be affecting your daily life and your daily activities. There is this huge cosmic plan. Okay, cosmic energies are conspiring on your behalf to revolutionize your life, to bring you to a higher level of consciousness, to bring your daily life to a better quality. It's all about the quality of life. They're conspiring to make you see and understand what kind of a rapport, relationships you have created. How do you communicate? And where is it that these communications maybe need to be better? Where is it that you subconsciously don't know that you are still hurting, that you are carrying layers and layers from past experiences, negative experiences that maybe you don't know that they are still affecting you? It is all about layer after layer, removing everything in the way, because from now on, all of us, me included, are entering a 20-year cycle of realization of dreams, a 20-year cycle where these cosmic energies are conspiring to help us to get closer to our highest purpose in life. For many of us, due to many different reasons, maybe limitations, different life circumstances, maybe for health reasons, financial restrictions, whatever the case may be, maybe they have been operating a little bit toward the lowest expression of our soul, towards the lowest purpose of our soul. We are now being redirected in the next 20 years to, you don't have to do much. Life will redirect you toward the next 20 years when you are going to get closer to, first and foremost, for you to understand what is the higher purpose of your soul. And the next 20 years, you are going to get there. And when you, as an individual, reach a certain level, when you feel satisfied, when you feel that people that you are meeting, it's not a coincidence, it's meant to be. Struggles that you have had, they had a purpose, they had a lesson. But then when you understand that life can also bring to you wonderful surprises, better than you could ever imagine. And that's how you get closer to your higher purpose. And imagine if we do that as a collective, when each and every one of us feels a little bit more satisfied and more in alliance with your soul's true purpose, okay? To start operating more and more from what is wonderful about your soul, and not to operate from those low vibrations, for you to align, with the higher vibrations. And it hasn't been easy to get to this point for you as an individual, for the country that you are located, for the society that you belong to, for your race, for your religion, for different groups that you affiliate with. And this year, I'm not saying that 2021 is going to be easy. They would like to remind you again that the first 6 months are going to be a little bit challenging, but the kind of challenges that you are able to deal with it and to overcome them, if you are able to keep your focus, to calm down, don't approach anything with anger. Don't take anything personally for at least the next 3 weeks. Basically, you are cleaning your emotional home. And speaking of the theme of home, issues or situations could be coming up with one's home. It could be about renovation, cleaning, making your home more comfortable. For some of you, you may end up finally completing important paperwork that have to deal with a home that maybe you're buying, you're selling, or other documents of importance. Situations with family and family members could be showing up again. I'm not getting the sense that these are going to be new problems. It feels like more so as a completion of a cycle where a family had problems, family was affected in some ways, or other problems with different family members. It's all about family coming together in some way to complete a big cycle. And for many of you, this big cycle has to deal with a karmic cycle that affected family relations, communications in the family. It's finally coming to an end. It is all about you're going to be highlighted. It's like your highest guides, angels, entities, are going to show up with a flashlight. Okay, imagine a flashlight where somebody is illuminating that here's a problem. Don't go this way. Go in this other way. Go in this other direction. So anywhere where you don't know that certain things need to be fixed, repaired, somehow divinely you are going to be guided to fix errors, to create resolutions. And if there's an error or a mistake along the way, you are going to be able to benefit from it nevertheless. But again, you have to approach every situation with a lot of calmness. Remember, whatever may be coming up, it's very resolvable. And again, don't take things too personally. Many of us could be feeling like, I just want to offer some advice or guidance to somebody, maybe even without being invited. Be very careful of not to overstep your boundaries, because either that person is not ready to hear your opinion, or you are simply invading their privacy. Okay, so don't give advice unless you are asked for it, or don't give your personal opinion unless people want you to express your personal opinion. I'm getting this sense, it feels like also a lot of people, when it comes to your health, you're going to go through a huge period of recovery. Okay, when you finally you are going to build up momentum. You're going to be building up energy in your body, building up momentum toward the realization of a dream, a success, a goal, building up momentum to move forward. You're going to feel a little bit less stressed. And I mean, understandably, life has always stress, but this is again the kind of stress that you can deal with it. Because what has happened throughout 2020, you understood finally your strength. You understood that you are bigger than problems that you have. You understood your potential for success. Many of you may be feeling like you just want your life to change in a drastic way. For some of you, change will find you, okay? And for other ones, you're going to be like, I am been thinking about it, and it's now time for me to make some big life change. It could be about moving. It could be about starting a business. It could be about quitting a job. It could be about the breaking up of a relationship, friendship, a business partnership, because you want something new. It could be about you looking at your body, your health from a different angle now, and maybe deciding that I want to confront this health problem that I have, maybe from a new, different perspective. Many of us are going to feel tired from the same old ways because you always keep getting the same results. And you are going to be more than willing to experiment with new things, experiment with a new cuisine, a new recipe, experiment with maybe a new medication. Try something new, testing out the waters. How does this feel? Even in relationships, you may just be testing out the waters, particularly if you are going to meet somebody. It's not going to be unusual for those of you who are single and open for other people to approach you with the idea that maybe they would like to introduce you to somebody. There is this sense that I'm also getting back-related issues that are going to be on and off, but then it feels like you're going to find some sort of a real answer to that problem or a permanent solution. So particularly for those of you who already have some back-related issues, you need to be a little bit more alert. Even though you're going to feel like, oh my God, I want change. I have been thinking about making changes or moving or whatever you like to do, does not mean that whatever new thing you are going to start, you are going to start full force. It's very important that you slow down, you get a lay of the land, and you do it step by step. Okay, because that's the best and proper way for you to get most of the results. You are going to start to feel reconnecting a little bit also with other family members, relatives. There's going to be a lot more communications than usual. You may start to feel a little bit like at the center of connections or at the center of attention. Family relations, things that are happening in the family, situations in the family are once more going to be important. You, in some ways, have to show up for your family to support someone, and family may end up showing up for you to support you. Pay attention because, yes, you are going to also feel very optimistic, but for some of you, you could be overdoing it with that sense of optimism to the point that you feel like, oh, I can fly, and then being too excited about an idea, okay, and not thinking through each and every step how to get there. A lot of the ideas, a lot of dreams that you are going to have, particularly in the next 3 weeks, you have very good chances of those happening. Okay, but again, don't run off with an idea without thinking things through. Don't make promises that you cannot fulfill. People are going to end up feeling disappointed. Okay, it's all about forgiveness. You need to have that space in your heart to allow for error. Okay, sometimes things happen. Doesn't mean that it's necessarily anybody's fault. Okay, it could be that you may still be dwelling on what has happened and you can't let go because you don't seem to forgive. And the answer from now on, the answer to go up and not down, the answer to move forward and not backwards is to always have that space to understand where did that situation originated from that made you feel hurt. Who are the people behind it, to also see them for what they are, okay? Because no healthy person would intentionally harm you or anybody else. And when you see people from the higher perspective, you can actually see how small they are, okay? And when you are able to see it that way, then you are able to forgive because you are bigger than them. You are bigger than the situation. Some of us may be going through on and off some sort of a faith crisis, okay? Crisis with whatever religion you have, crisis of some with spirituality. It's going to be on and off. You're going to feel lost, but then you are going to rediscover your way again because you are going to have a lot of cosmic support from planetary movements, from your personal guides, your personal angels. Remember that they are a lot more entities that exist that we know of. And the attention of the cosmos, the universe, has been for quite some time upon our planet. And besides this dimension that we know, the dimension of our existence, you also have to understand that there are other dimensions out there, okay, that we cannot explain and we cannot comprehend from our human experience. There has been a lot of attention upon our planet. There has been the they're talking about, and I'm going to put this in words that we as human beings are able to understand. The Galactic Confederation of Light has been having meetings, and they have been residing, so to speak, upon, they have been sending representatives, okay, to help us with this accession, to help human beings with what is happening now. And no, it wasn't meant for us to know ahead of time about the pandemic. And for those of you who are very good at predicting that, no way you could have predicted the big scale of it. So the Galactic Confederation of Light It feels like a big convention from all of the planets, all of the entities that represent these different planets, and also from different dimensions, have been having conventions, kind of to see what can they do to help human evolution. Because this pandemic, this year, last year, this year, it's still tied up with the idea that humans, with the evolution of the human race, okay? For us to open our hearts, first and foremost, okay? First and foremost, they're saying open your heart, and it's going to be a lot more easier for you to open up your mind and to understand the common good, and to understand that you feel more happiness when you give than when you receive. It's all about bringing forth that quality that you have to be more humanitarian. There are also talking a little bit about mental disease and people who are struggling mentally with mental disease, people who have been not diagnosed properly, people who maybe need to have a diagnosis. They're talking about people who are struggling with suicidal thoughts, and maybe you have been struggling, or someone you know, maybe you have been struggling with these suicidal thoughts for a while. And if these are not suicidal thoughts, maybe some of us have been struggling with the idea that I'm tired, I need to give up, I don't understand why I'm here, why I need to go through these struggles like I had it. Almost like feeling like you need to give up. And this full moon in Leo on January 28 is also going to raise awareness about how stress affects mental health per se, different mental illnesses, okay? It's about honoring your path, but also to be able to honor somebody else's path. That you can be healthy and you can be happy. Doesn't mean that you don't have moments when you, oh my God, even as a joke, you say like, I'm done with this, okay? And even put it in a way like, I much rather die than have to go through this again. Doesn't mean that you are serious about it. But that sort of mentality and those thoughts seem that they are affecting a lot of people. A lot of people also may have a problem with change. Not everybody is good with change. Some people, they like the status quo. They feel very familiar with the life they have created. So other people maybe they're going to need a lot more support, okay? Having to face changes, whether these are changes that find you or changes that you like to make. But one way or another, you are going to have that sense that life is shifting you in a different direction. You are not always going to know where this different direction is taking you, but you know, and you can feel it, that it may be the direction that you need, may not be the direction that you want to go, but it's going to turn out to be the direction that you need to go. And it's going to be bigger and better than whatever plans, desires you had for it. They're talking about international travel, relocating to a different country. They're talking about major companies shutting down, and then the owners of these companies are going to be able to relocate and maybe to open new companies. As a result, temporarily, some people may be losing their jobs, but later on, again this year, there's going to be new job openings, professions that maybe did not exist before, job positions that are going to be created new that did not exist before. People are going to be looking more and more into creating like an income on the side from a business, or even about passive income. This feels very strongly that it's coming from the Akashic records. Another way that this full moon may be affecting you is going to be dealing with government, laws, regulations that a government or a boss at your work may be implementing, somebody, maybe the landlord, so someone in a position of power. And how they're talking about certain changes that have to deal with taxes, Okay, and it feels like it's going to mix reactions. Some of these new rules, regulations placed in order by a person in power. Okay, you may have mixed feelings. There's going to be some of these rules, regulation, laws that you are going to end up greatly benefiting, and other ones not so much. But in the long run, you are going to end up benefiting. Pay attention, because yes, there are also going to be some misunderstandings here and there, but this has more to do with Mercury going retrograde than with anything else, and it's going to be even more amplified by the power of this full moon. And remember that full moons are always about emotions, are always about a heightened sense of your psychic ability and a heightened sense of your intuition. And with that being said, allow me to hear if the Akashic Records have anything else to share with you. Oh, sorry. Okay. So they would like to remind you again, for those of you who are interested in learning energy clearing with me, it's one of my most requested services. I'm offering this class based on what the Akashic Records asked me to do. I'm offering this class at a huge discount. The class is going to take place on Zoom in February 27 on a Saturday from 9 o'clock in the morning until 1 o'clock in the afternoon Eastern Standard Time. The price for it is $175. But if you place a payment before February 25th, then you only pay $100. So if you pay now, it's $100. After February 25th, the price goes to $175. The class will be taking place on Zoom. It is a crash course, and I'm going to make it so very easy for you to follow along. You don't need to have any prior knowledge or any prior training whatsoever. And I'm going to guide you through everything. For those of you who have questions about it, please don't hesitate to ask me right here on the chat, on the comments down here below, or even to email me directly at amalightworker@gmail.com. And take a look at my website, www.amalightworker.com, if you'd like to book a service with me. I have not posted an announcement yet on my website, but one of my most requested packages is a combination of an Akashic reading and an energy clearing, plus an extra service that the Akashic Records may suggest that you could benefit greatly. So plus a surprise service. The package or the session itself, it's about 2.5, 3 hours. Okay, and the price for it is $250. And as I said, so far this has been my most requested package of services, and it serves two purposes. It's the beginning of the year. You may want to know a little bit more about the year or your personal questions, and it's also going to help you to clear the energy for the entire year. So I believe that that's all we have to say. I'm going to go through over some comments because the Akashic Records are asking me to go through comments, and maybe I'm going to allow also a little time to for people who maybe have a question or two, so they can get answers from the Akashic Records. Again, I won't be the one choosing who to answer to. The Akashic Records will. But guys, also please also ask me questions about what is the Akashic Records, what is an energy clearing. Ask me questions that maybe everybody wants to know. This is not only about you asking personal questions. I would love to have that kind of interaction with you. Thank you, Moon Directed. You have been a big support for me. And you also reached out to me personally on the email to check in with me. Thank you very much. I truly appreciate that. Cherokee Gonzalez, Theodore Mireille, okay, The Journey, Liz, Ali Ahmed, Ileana Romero, Love White, okay. So, Love White, if you put your question a little bit more differently, will my finances increase for safe home? So what do you mean by that? Will your finances increase enough for you to buy a home, or like just finances in general? Because I am getting a sense past May, there's going to be a very small increase with your finances. That's what they're telling. That's what they're telling me. So the special price is for February 25th. So you have plenty of time. So between now, today's January 23rd, between January 23rd and February 25th, you have more than a month there to place a payment, and the price will only be $100. After February 25th, the price will go up to $175 for those of you who are interested to do the Zoom webinar on energy clearing. The calendar, the journey. Oh, you're saying you live in a safe home in a bad area. They want to reassure you that even though you live in a bad area, you don't have to worry. They're saying that they're going to keep you safe, but it's all about you shifting your mentality, because fear originates in your mind. Okay, so it's very important that right now, Love White, you actually focus on shifting your ideas, shifting your beliefs. Your life is actually going to get better at a very slow pace, but it will get better. And eventually you're going to be able to get out of that bad area. But for right now, focus on feed to yourself positive thoughts and positive thinking, because what got you in that area in the first place was because you were operating from your fear. Okay, you are acting based on your fear. So it's a matter of you little by little facing your fears a little bit. NK, is it a good time to purchase a home? It feels like for you personally, this is a good year for you to purchase a home, but I'm getting the best time frame is May, June, July, because I also feel that take your time to purchase the home and make sure that you absolutely love your home and it has like extra rooms or whatever you need, because for you, I'm sure that it would be much better for you if you get a home where you can convert like a room into an office, or maybe it comes with an office. I'm getting some sort of a home office for you, NK. So that's going to be the best period for you to buy your home. Okay. So you're getting married in 7-Eleven. Different countries write the date differently. In Europe, the dates are differently. In United States, we put the month first. So 7-Eleven, do you mean October 7 or do you mean July 11? I'm getting the sense that just preparing for the wedding, it's making you feel, it's bringing forth certain emotions that are not easy to deal with. I get the sense that take it easy when it comes to the wedding ceremony and the reception. I'm getting the sense that the two of you are a good match for one another, if this is what you wanted to know. It's a different story how the wedding is going to go. I'm getting a sense, just focus on the two of you and everything else is going to fall into the right place. So have no doubt, you're going to be fine. Don't be so stressed about the upcoming wedding. So Jean Danek has a question. In channeling, you had a Metatron say that my chakras are clean and aligned, and then said her DNA is alive. What does he mean by my DNA is alive? Okay. So they're talking about physically the DNA, but Metatron was actually talking about infusing your soul purpose with your DNA. He was actually talking about your spiritual side being alive. Okay, so it was your desire to live. Okay, your desire to live, because prior to this, I don't know how long ago that was, but maybe you didn't have the same enthusiasm and the same positivity about life. You weren't feeling so positive a long time ago. So Metatron was actually talking about your vibration, your vibrational DNA. He wasn't talking about your physical DNA. That your spiritual side is still active because you are actively working on your spiritual side, and it's up to date. That's what Metatron is saying. I hope that makes sense to you. So Theodore Mireille, your son is in trouble with with his co-workers for many months now. So I'm getting the sense that he has to deal with the area where the job is located. There's something about that area, that region, where people, because it's not just you, your son and the co-workers. There's something strange about that area, that part of the country where you are located. He has a lot of karma. There's a lot of inherent disputes and fights, generations from generations, that seems to lurk around. Now, from your name, you sound French. I don't know if your son lives in France or whatever, just personal curiosity, but that's the sense that I'm getting there. Like it holds a lot of very weird vibrations there they need to clear out. He has to deal, so it's environmental. He has to deal with where the job is actually physically located. Oh, so California, that's very strange because California has that vibration where a lot has been shifting for years everywhere in California. So NK, how do we learn what is our soul's purpose? The best service for that is the Akashic Records. The Akashic Records are the ones that directly deal with a person's soul's purpose. They will be able to tell you what is your higher purpose of your soul and what can you do to achieve that. A baby step, they are able to tell you your past lifetimes and how your past lifetimes are connected to your lifetime now. They are able to see the future and answer to questions about the future. They are able to give you advice, and they are also able to give you, because they do respect your free will. Okay, you have to understand that you as a human being, you have free will and nothing is written in stone. You have the power with your choices to shift that prediction. So with the Akashic Records, if you have questions, they're going to tell you, for example, if you choose yes, here's a prediction. If you choose no, here's a prediction. And based on, now that you know both predictions, what happens if you choose yes or no to your question, then based on your free will, you get to make a choice, but they are also going to offer to you their advice. And with the Akashic Records is that they're going to break it down to you very specifically. What is your soul's purpose? And of course, and also how to achieve that. So they can be as specific as you want them to be. Fashion, the Akashic Records, the advice that they have for you, they're saying don't give up. Don't give up. But right now you have to focus a little bit more on creativity. Okay, maybe you feel that your creativity has been a little bit blocked. So it feels like you need the right energy to move you, to inspire you. Okay, and then when you have the inspiration to create new things, to come up with new ideas, everything else will follow. But for right now, don't give up. It feels like the field that you have chosen for yourself is the right one. Just expand. Do other things, expand on that, like other things that maybe are connected to your field, your profession, or your business. So think about expanding a little bit. Okay, I don't see any more questions. Okay, and for those of you who don't know what energy clearing is, because I talked about the upcoming workshop, is based on Chinese medicine. So it is a science. It is a science, and every energy layer corresponds to a set of organs in your body, corresponds to a set of thoughts, and it also corresponds to a set of feelings. Okay, mind, body, and soul. Any imbalances in energy, any imbalances with your health can cause problems in how you feel or how you think, or vice versa. Your ideas, how you think, may also have an effect on your body, different health problems that you may develop, and also certain emotions. It's going to make you understand why you feel the way you do, why you emotionally react the way you do, how you pick up the energy of other people, because subconsciously we all do that. Some people are more aware that you are also picking up the energy of other people, some I'm not. And I also made a special presentation about that, and I'm going to link it down here below, what is energy and how to clear it. And it comes with a little questionnaire so that you can see for yourself what type of empath you are, how you react to energy, how you absorb energy, and also how to distinguish what is your energy and what is the energy that belongs to someone else. And energy knows no time and no space. So energy could be about the past, the present, and the future. And when you are in perfect alliance, energetic alliance, then whatever problems you have, they're going to start to be resolved by giving you the highest possible outcome given your circumstances. With the energy clearing, we make things happen, but it's not about making a promise. It's basically you are aligned, and the universe now has a more direct connection with you, so that the universe will bring you those solutions that need to happen for your highest good. I had clients who, for example, they did an energy clearing before a surgery. I have clients who ask for a surgery clearing because they have a legal related problems or court dates. Maybe they just need just like a tune-up, like every once in a while they get an energy clearing. I had clients who were going through an immigration process and they needed some energetic support, so they wanted to clear their energy. I had clients who were dealing with IRS. So for all kinds of various different reasons. And really, you don't need to have a reason why you need to clear your energy, but just know that your brain, it's like an antenna, like the radio antenna, and you always pick up, thoughts and feelings from other people, and that's energy. Okay, I'm getting the sense that the Akashic Records are saying that for this time we're going to stop right here. And I would encourage all of you again to please take a look at my website, www.amalightworker.com, or email me directly at amalightworker@gmail.com. I do provide a variety of services: Akashic Records Reading, Akashic Records Healing, and I also created new services with the Akashic Records, how to tap into and to activate your hidden talents, skills, and abilities, how to heal from trauma. I also do like a special kind of a birthday reading called the 9-star key, when you tell me your birthday and I convey to you the secret of that birthday and how to use each specific year to activate the good energy and to benefit most from it, just purely based on your birthday. I do face reading, which the scientific term of it is physiognomy. I do psychic tarot readings. I do Reiki, and I also do nutrition. I went to school for it. I have a bachelor's degree in nutrition and dietetics from Westchester University of Pennsylvania, but also I combined my background as a nutritionist with a gift to read the Akashic Records, and I also created a special service called spiritual nutrition, because food is not only to heal your body and to lose weight or whatever may be causing you distress in your physical body, but it's also about food for your soul. You can also heal trauma also through food. So for those of you who would like to know more, head on to my website. Every service is specifically described. Reach out to me if you have any questions about the workshop, or if you like to book a service with me. amalightworker@gmail.com. Thank you very much, and I will see you soon. Have a good day. Bye.